Hi, welcome back to Math with me, Marisol Lopez, your second grade math virtual content specialist. Think of me as your teacher's helper. In today's lesson, we will continue our learning about shapes and how to identify them by their attributes. We will focus on the cube specifically. Are you ready to get started? Today, we will be answering the following question. How can you relate a square to a cube and describe a cube based on its attributes? There is one word in this question that you may or may not remember from a previous video, which is the word attributes. Do you remember what it means if you saw that video? So we learned that an attribute can be defined as the features of a shape or figure. When you are talking about the attributes of a shape or figure, you can mention how many sides or angles it has. For example, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. Those are its attributes. What is this figure called? What are some of its attributes? So this figure is called a cube. Did you say that it's a 3-dimensional figure and that it's made up of squares? If these were some of your responses, then you are indeed correct. I agree. Have you ever seen a cube in real life? Well, there's a toy called a Rubik's Cube. You have to spin the small colored squares until you match all of the colors correctly. Some boxes are also shaped like cubes. And lastly, dice are also shaped like cubes. Have you ever stopped to count how many squares you find around the cube? Now remember, a square is a 2-dimensional or flat shape, like this one. It's different from a cube, but a cube is made up of many squares. The squares found around the cube are actually called the faces of the cube. So this is a face, this is a face, this is a face. Can you guess how many faces are on the cube? The face is defined as the individual flat surfaces of an object. So if we look for the flat surfaces, those are actually the squares, the 2-dimensional shapes. And I'm going to give you 15 seconds to figure out how many faces are on the cube. All right, time's up. But before I give you the answer, I'm going to show you a quick little YouTube video, and then we'll have a little conversation.
Counting the faces, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, top, 5, and bottom, 6.
Now that you have watched the video, I will ask you the question one more time. How many faces does the cube have? If you said 6, then you are correct. Now there's another word that I would like to discuss with you, and it's the word edge. So an edge is a line segment where 2 surfaces meet. All of the lines where 2 flat surfaces meet, like this line right here, because this square face and this square face, they meet here. This square and this square face, they meet here. That's another edge. So all of the lines where you see 2 faces meeting, those are called edges. How many edges do you think the cube has?
Is the edges. And as you can see, I actually colored all of the edges to show you which ones are sharing the same color. All right. The easiest way to do this is to look at your cube and go to the top of the cube first. I think that's the easiest way. So this has 4 different colored lines. The top has 4. Beautiful. Now we're going to flip to the bottom. The bottom also has 4 different colors. So far we have 8. Awesome. Now let's go to our sides. There is one color, second color, third color, fourth color. So let's count all of those individually. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. 5, 6, 7, 8 with the bottom. 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 edges.
So as you can see in the video, a cube has 12 edges. Let's look at an example from today's lesson. Read the instructions with me. Rutledge used the image of the cube below to count 9 edges. Explain where the other 3 edges are hiding. Well, this is something that we saw in the video. A cube has 12 edges, so if Rutledge only sees 9 edges, that means that the other 3 edges are hiding in the bottom and in the back of the cube, the parts that we cannot see. In a previous video, we learned how to draw a cube using the polyline tool. But today, I'm going to teach you how to draw a cube on paper. So what I like to do first is draw a square. It's not perfect. Then I draw another square slightly above it. And then I connect all of the corners together, like so. And voila, there you have a cube. In case technology ever fails you, you have a backup that you can do on paper. All right, mathematicians, you did an amazing job learning about the attributes of the cube today. And I'm sure as you keep practicing, you will get better and better. Don't forget to save your work to show it to your teacher. Keep up the great work. Until next time, bye-bye.